uh, let's get started right away so you know why you're here. Um, so I talked to Junior some time ago about a little idea. He's my boss at SecureServe, so I from time to time I bring him thoughts and ideas. And this one was something that we agreed to talk to you about because we felt like it would probably require some collaboration to, you know, to make it work or make it function. So what I'm going to talk about is an employment agency
Mm.
or like a recruitment agency type of a thing. Um, and the core idea is pretty simple, to be like a bridge between employers and potential employees. But I think the more important thing is that it could be this first place a newcomer would turn to when they hop off the plane. They have somewhere to go. I know that the county clerks kind of serve the same function, but not necessarily, because many people are just running around looking for a job. And that would kind of be a first place that would give you the first bit of kind of a direction, as well as maybe provide some human contact, interaction, whatever, once you've hopped off the plane. And the reason why this thought came to my mind is
Mm.
because I meet a lot of people in my day to day when I do surveys. Many of them are newcomers as well. And I see a lot of people be very kind of, th- you know, it's hard to find a footing in the city. It can be
Mm.
pretty lonely. People run around a lot trying to kind of latch on to anything they can find. And sometimes it doesn't work out. And that's fine. But I feel like, newcomers are good for the economy, good for the vibrancy of the city. And while we maybe hope that people will find their way on their own, a little
Mm.
help never hurts anyone, right?
Yeah, very true.
And and newcomers often also want a job immediately. They want someone to employ them right now, right this moment. And if I work at the taco stand, and
Mm.
I'm not the owner, I'm just an employee, and while I have a say in who gets hired and who doesn't, I can't actually hire anyone. So if someone comes up to me and asks me, "Hey, are you hiring?" I say, "Yeah, technically yes, but I'll have to get in touch with the owner or manager or whatever." They run over to the next stall and just keep going, you know,
Mm.
because they want that job right away, and if I can't
Yeah.
provide it, then it's whatever.
Yep. Makes sense.
Do I want to work with people like that? No, I don't know, but there's an urgency in the beginning.
Yeah.
And so as I said, what we would like to provide is some sort of structure to the madness of arriving and finding a job. So we would kind of be a bridge between employers, employees. We would provide that service, and that's kind of the deal. I don't see this as a business, not in the beginning, at least.
Mm.
It's more of a service to the citizens, I guess.
That I think sounds absolutely amazing.
All right, yeah,
There.
that great.
Yeah. I think as I start to, in fact, think about where things sort of need to go.
Mm-hmm.
I think a big part of that is what you're describing.
Yeah.
Because if there isn't a beacon by which people can find purpose beyond
Yes.
robbing banks and killing each other, or becoming a cop and doing the same thing just legally,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
there is really no society. And
Yes. I agree. And yeah, for sure. And I feel like I haven't been around for too long. Like I I flew over in the beginning of January, and
mhm.
some super kind people helped me out. One of them is Martha May, who's also
Mm.
kind of clued in on this, interested in working on it. But I feel like I can be that person for people as well, helping newcomers out. But I don't fucking want to do that every minute of, my free time. If it's a job, on the other hand, that's a little bit different. Then I have some sort of authority, a little bit more agency. I can, I have a structure to it, and things become a lot easier. And then I can clock off when I don't want to be, a helper anymore. I mean, it's not that simple, of course, but I think you catch my drift.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Junior, do you have anything to add to this?
Not really, other than obviously Nino, you don't know Sunny that well, but ever since
I've seen her around. I've seen what she's been up to. I feel like I can definitely say that your head's in the right space, especially in a sector that's so unconsidered. But sorry.
Like I've worked very closely with Sunny because she does a lot of stuff with Securosive and things like that. She's someone who's very much so, when she gets tasked with something or something gets asked of her, she usually, and more often than not, over delivers and always performs very, very well. So I think the main thing that I think Sunny may need is, I think, some kind of government backing, whether it's financially or just putting out a state announcement every now and then saying that, or just promoting the fact that we have this, just to make sure that the second people come off that plane, they know, right, I can always turn to this and go, yo, what the fuck do I do in Los Santos?
Yeah, I think that's about right. For now, at least, this whole thing is in its infancy. Nothing concrete yet, but the more people say they like the idea, the more, enthused I get to actually push this forward quickly.
I absolutely love this. I think would it need to be under a business, or would it be something that you'd want to be putting under the umbrella of something else? Because I do think there is value in putting a lot of this stuff under a roof, right?
Yes. Yeah. I'm not like 100% sure how that would work. I'm not very well versed in business, not in this state at least. So I've kind of talked to Junior a little bit about how to structure things. But yeah, I'm unsure.
Okay.
I think we did briefly discuss it being part of Securosive because it kind of goes hand in hand, right?
Yes, it definitely does go hand in hand. But like, yeah, the kind of more of the business part of it, where does it fall? Where does it lie? I don't know 100% yet. But yeah, it would probably make sense to keep that under that umbrella.
Okay. Yeah, I think okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything specific you need from Nino, or just you
I don't think so. I'd say start running it up. I think this is a great idea. I think and get the promotions going. Maybe even work with Gage to help hand out pamphlets with food, right? I think that is the most powerful tool. We have the stand, right? Getting like material on it, right? And you hand it over, and it's like, boom, look at that, right? They open it up, people are gonna see it, because twatter does not work. Twatter is dog shit. It's just
yes and no. For people who have been around for a little bit, it doesn't quite work. But for someone who is freshly off the plane, they don't have anything. They don't have a single contact in their phone book. So, and that's also what I want to kind of provide. Because, the first maybe 2 weeks can be a little bit rough, I would say. If you stick that out, then you'll be fine. But
that
having
makes
the
sense.
contact, someone, so they might see things on Twatter. They'll definitely visit the food court because that's where all the people are.
Yeah.
And those are perfect places to have like some sort of promotions on.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
100% right on that.
What about a welcome pack to Los Santos? So it could include like a food stamp, so you could head to the hot dog stand and pick up a free combo if you just flew in for the first time.
Yeah, I mean, so that's something that I feel like we need to cook on a little bit, because I don't necessarily think people who arrive that they might need some
This is a
financial
cool
support,
idea.
yes, but there are ways to make them make that money themselves, right? So what I would say is the most important thing is that, let's say they come talk to, well, me, for example, and I give them an interview and I send them on their way to do something so that they can, you know, cover their bases with a rental car, some food, and they know what they're doing. And while that's going on, we can kind of try to figure out, what do they want to work with? Like, do they have a preference with employment? Do they want to work in food? Do they want to be a mechanic? And then we can go through
Chat Brian
like
in a little
list
bit.
of businesses that may be looking for employees.
Brian time. No, 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 no.
But yeah, I mean, as I said,
Let's get it up. As soon as we get one more hour on that board right there, we'll go swap over.
We'll have to cook on that a little bit.
Yeah, Michael's gonna be around late. Yeah, no, I definitely keep me up to date on this, and I'd love to see it happen.
Right.
And
Okay.
you know, I think
Sounds good. Well, I don't want to take up more of your time. So thank you so much for talking to us.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll keep you in the loop.
All right. Thank you very much.
I do have some good news to tell you about, by the way, Nino.